All right, so into my hometown, we got Caitlin from Buffalo. When are you going to ban cell phones in schools? Hi, New Yorkers. It's time for another edition of Ask the Governor. I'm excited to answer some of the questions you submitted, so let's get to it. First, we have Fernando from Hudson. What steps will your administration take to address the rising cost of living in New York and ensure affordability for all residents? Well, Fernando, this has been top of mind for me for a long time. That's why when I put together my budget, just announced in early January, we addressed your concerns head on. I know everybody's concerned. I've been the one who had to be a mom sitting there with a couple of young kids. I had to leave my job because I couldn't get childcare. And I know the stress that's involved in trying to pay those bills, the utility bills, the payments for the mortgage or the rent. It's just a lot for people. So here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to have what we call our first ever inflation rebate. You paid so much more in everything because of inflation, not your fault, but the state collected more money. So how does it sound to have either $300 or if you have a family, Fernando, $500 back in your pockets later this year? Let's get that done. And if you have children, let's help you cover the cost of expensive kids. We love them, but they're very expensive. $1,000 for children under the age of 4, $500 for children older than that. And also, if you have school-age kids, you got to get up every day and pack the lunch and feed them breakfast. We're going to cover the cost of their school lunches and breakfast for everyone in this state to help take that additional cost off their burden and give you more time in your day. Also, we're going to cut taxes. Middle-class tax cut, the largest tax cut rate in over 70 years. So we're hoping that all this adds up, and for some families with a few kids, little ones in school age, this could be up to $5,000 back in your pocket, and that's exactly what we're going for. So call your legislators, tell them to support the governor's budget, and let's get it done. All right, we have Sandra from Nassau County raising something that's on everyone's minds. What are we doing to reduce crime on our streets and in the subway? Keeping New Yorkers safe is my absolute top priority. We've delivered more than additional $1 billion in law enforcement funding so we can have more police on the streets. I'm covering the cost of NYPD to be patrolling our subway trains late at night so people feel safer. We also have cameras on every single subway car, so when something happens, we know about it immediately, and so that's going to help keep you safer as well. And we have a lot of people who are suffering from mental health problems who should not be on the streets and in the subways. They need to get care. I'm trying to change the laws that will allow us to have more authority to make sure they do get the care they need and stay in the hospitals longer. And also, lastly, you're on the subways. I know there's a lot of anxiety about being pushed on the tracks. For putting in barriers to protect you and making sure that we have brighter lighting down there as well. So those are just some of the steps we're taking, but we're not going to stop until you feel safe again. All right, so into my hometown, we got Caitlin from Buffalo. When are you going to ban cell phones in schools? As the mother of 2 young, happy, healthy school-age daughters, they're already struggling with anxiety. I'm passionate about doing everything I can to help them enjoy the joys of childhood without cell phones. We will be the very first state to do not just cell phone complete ban, but also we have already shielded young people from addictive algorithms. You know what those are? Those are the messages that keep popping up unasked for, unsolicited by your kids, and it really draws them in all day long in an addictive way. So we're the first state to ban them. But what we're doing with cell phones, I'm real excited about this. I have to get this through the legislature. What I'm proposing after spending almost a year focusing on how dangerous these are, how detrimental they are to the mental health and emotional well-being of our kids, I want cell phones out of school as soon as possible. So talking to kids and parents and administrators and principals, I know we can get this done, but I need your support to tell the legislature to support my proposal to ban cell phones in schools. We can get this done. One more while we have some time today. Jessica from Queens says she's pregnant and due this spring. It's her first baby. She's very excited, but surprised at how many doctor appointments there are. Well, Jessica, we changed the law because we're thinking about young moms just like you, saying that you should not have to be worried about losing your paycheck or any income because you go to your doctor's appointments, the prenatal visits. They're so important for your health and your baby's health, and I hope you don't miss any appointments. We're going to make sure, starting this January 1, that you get up to 20 hours of paid time to go for those essential appointments. So wishing you all the best as a new baby. Good luck to you. And that's all we have for our latest edition of Ask the Governor, but look forward to taking your questions again.